All right, so today we're diving into ICT System Analyst interviews,
Yeah.
which means you're really trying to kind of become that bridge between like business needs and the actual tech solutions that are out there.
hmm
And, luckily for us, we have some awesome resources
Yeah.
from RoleCatcher to help us kind of break down this whole interview process.
Yeah, they have some great stuff.
Yeah, so consider this your interview prep boot camp.
Definitely.
So what is it that makes this role so unique and demanding?
You know what's fascinating about this role is that it really does require this really interesting blend of skills. Like you need to be able to think analytically and have those problem-solving skills,
Right.
but then you also need a deep understanding of how technology can be used to solve problems.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you really do need to have that technical expertise, but you also need to understand like how that translates to actual real world problems.
Yeah, you have to connect those dots.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what those interviewers are really going to be digging into.
Oh, for sure.
So to kind of make sure we set you up for success, we're going to take a look at some of the most common questions that you'll encounter during these interviews.
Okay, sounds good.
And all of this is going to be coming directly from RoleCatcher's interview prep materials.
Awesome.
So I'm excited.
Me too.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
One thing that really stands out in the RoleCatcher guide is how they emphasize the importance of tailoring your answers to that specific company and the specific role that you're applying for.
Right.
They even have these AI tools that can actually help you personalize your responses, which
That's interesting.
I know we'll dive into a little bit later.
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's jump right into a question that I feel like comes up pretty early on in interviews.
Okay.
It's what led you to become an ICT system analyst?
Yeah.
It seems pretty simple on the surface, but I bet there's actually a lot more strategy behind like really crafting a great answer.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's tempting to give the easy answer, I love computers, but interviewers are really looking for something more. They want to see what your motivations are, what your passion for the field is, like what really led you on this path.
Yeah, and probably some concrete examples of like how you've shown that passion.
Exactly.
So how can you really make your answer stand out?
Well, think about your journey, like pinpoint those moments that kind of sparked your interest.
Okay.
Was there like a project that you worked on that kind of made you realize that you love using technology to solve problems? Or maybe you had a mentor who really inspired you, or maybe you were just the go-to person for tech help.
Right. Always the one everybody's calling.
Exactly. And weaving those kind of stories into your answer really brings it to life.
I love that. And it gives them a sense of who you are as a person.
Right. It's personal.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of personalizing, I am curious, like how does RoleCatcher's AI actually help with a question like this?
Right. So it's really cool. What it does is it analyzes the job description that you're applying for,
Okay.
and it pulls out the key skills and experiences that the company's looking for.
Black.
And then it suggests ways to tailor your story to really highlight those strengths.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, for example, let's say the job description emphasizes problem solving, right? The AI might suggest focusing your answer on a time you successfully debugged like a really complex software issue.
Oh, that's so smart.
Right.
It's like having your own career coach.
It is. It's like having a little assistant.
I love it. Okay, so let's maybe move on to a little more of a technical question now.
Okay.
This is one. How do you ensure that ICP system implementations meet business requirements?
Right.
Now, this one sounds a little bit more intimidating to me.
Yeah, it's definitely more multifaceted.
Yes.
But the key is to really show that you have a structured approach to gathering and analyzing those requirements. Talk about how you would collaborate with different stakeholders, conduct user interviews, really dig into their pain points.
Okay, so you're not just thinking about the tech.
Yeah.
You're thinking about the people who are actually going to be using it.
Exactly. You're building a solution that actually solves a problem that the business is facing.
Makes sense. So it's all about really listening and understanding that why behind the technology.
You got it.
Okay, I love it.
And once you've kind of gathered those requirements, you need to show them that you can actually translate those into a technical solution.
Okay.
So this is where you would talk about your knowledge of different methodologies, the tools, the technologies that you're familiar with.
So like, would this be a good time to bring up things like agile development or specific platforms?
Absolutely, but keep it concise.
Okay.
And make sure it's relevant to the role.
Yeah.
Don't just throw out buzzwords.
No laundry list.
No laundry list. Just focus on the things that really align with the job description, and also be prepared to answer follow-up questions. They might ask you to elaborate on your experience with Agile or, explain how you would choose the right software platform.
So you need to actually know what you're talking about?
Yes, you have to know it.
Okay, so it's showing your knowledge, but also being able to actually apply it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and I bet this is another area where RoleCatcher's AI could be really helpful.
Oh, absolutely. It can analyze the company's industry, their existing tech stack, even their recent projects to help tailor your response and even anticipate those follow-up questions.
That's amazing.
It really is.
Okay, I'm loving this AI.
Okay.
Okay, so let's tackle another one that often throws people off.
Mhm.
Can you describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a complex ICT system issue?
Right.
This one feels like it's really all about your problem-solving skills.
It is. Yeah, these behavioral questions, they're designed to assess how you actually approach challenges in real-world situations.
Okay.
And the key is to structure your answer using the STAR method. Have you heard of that?
I have, but maybe you could break that down a little bit.
Absolutely. So STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result.
Okay.
So first you set the scene, you describe the situation and the specific problem that you encountered.
Okay.
Then you outline the task you were responsible for.
Okay.
Next, dive into the actions you took to diagnose and resolve the issue.
Hmm.
This is where you highlight your technical expertise and your problem-solving approach.
Okay.
And finally, share the results of your efforts, emphasizing the positive impact you made.
Okay, so it's not just about saying, I fixed it. You're walking them through, like, your thought process.
Exactly. You're demonstrating that you can think critically
Okay.
and solve problems methodically.
Got it.
And don't be afraid to get specific mentions, the tools you used, the challenges you overcame, any lessons you learned along the way.
Okay, so this is where maybe having a portfolio of projects or even, some personal coding experiments that you've done could come in handy.
Absolutely. You can refer to specific examples to back up your claims. And again, RoleCatcher's AI can actually help you identify which projects or experiences would be most relevant to highlight based on that specific job description.
This is starting to feel like an unfair advantage.
I know, right?
I love it. Okay, let's maybe switch gears a little bit to a question that's really about staying current. Because in this field especially, things are constantly changing.
Constantly.
Yeah. So the question is, how do you stay up to date on the latest trends and best practices in ICT system analysis?
Right.
I feel like this is your time to shine and show them you're passionate.
Definitely. And it shows them your commitment to continuous learning.
Yes.
Now, mentioning industry publications and websites is good, but you want to go beyond that.
Okay, so what are some other things that you could mention?
We'll talk about any courses or certifications you've pursued or are planning to pursue.
Okay.
Highlight any professional development programs you've participated in. You can even talk about online communities or forums where you engage with other professionals. Or maybe you've contributed to open source projects or written blog posts sharing your knowledge. The key is to demonstrate that you're proactive about your learning.
Yeah, you're not just, reading articles here and there. You're really diving into this world.
Right, exactly.
And I feel like that's what they want to see.
Yeah, they want to see that passion.
And I bet RoleCatcher's Career Guide probably has some good resources for that.
Oh, it does. It has recommended certifications, links to industry events, online communities, and it even has those AI-powered tools that can suggest personalized learning paths based on your skills and career goals.
That's amazing.
I know, it's really cool.
I love how they integrate that AI into everything.
It's super helpful.
Okay, let's do one more question for this section.
Okay.
This one is about thinking strategically. How do you ensure that ICT systems are scalable and can handle increased demands over time?
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, so this question is all about showing that you have foresight and you understand how to build systems that can adapt to future growth. So start by highlighting your knowledge of different architectural approaches like cloud computing microservices or load balancing.
Okay.
Explain how these technologies allow systems to expand and handle more traffic without sacrificing performance.
Okay.
And be prepared to discuss your experience with things like performance monitoring tools or capacity planning techniques.
Got it. So it's really about anticipating those future needs and building systems that can actually evolve as the business grows.
Exactly. And again, you can always refer to specific projects or experiences where you've successfully designed and implemented scalable solutions.
Okay.
If you've worked on projects involving like cloud migration or system optimization, those are great examples to talk about.
Awesome. I'm telling you, that portfolio is going to be key.
It is. It's gold.
Okay, let's do one last question before we wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Okay, sounds good.
This one focuses on a really crucial aspect of system design, and that is integration. Can you describe your experience with ICT system integration?
Yeah, integration is all about connecting different systems and making them work together smoothly.
Oh,
So to answer this effectively, you want to highlight your knowledge of different integration methods like APIs, middleware, or enterprise service buses.
okay.
Provide concrete examples of integration projects you've worked on, outline the challenges you faced, the solutions you implemented, and the positive outcomes you achieved.
Okay. I feel like maybe for some of our listeners, we should quickly just break down what those integration methods are just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Sure, absolutely. So APIs, or application programming interfaces, those are basically sets of rules that allow different applications to talk to each other.
Oh.
Think of it like a common language that systems use to exchange data.
Got it.
And middleware that acts as a bridge between different applications facilitating communication and data transfer.
Okay.
And then enterprise service buses. Those provide a centralized platform for managing and coordinating communication between multiple systems.
Okay, that was super helpful.
Good, I'm glad.
Because I feel like sometimes those terms can sound a little bit like jargony.
Oh, they definitely can.
So it's good to break it down.
Absolutely.
And I think, the more specific and concrete your examples are, the better.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Did you integrate a CRM system with a marketing automation platform?
Right.
Did you connect a legacy system with a cloud-based solution?
Right.
Those are the kinds of stories that are really going to showcase your expertise.
Exactly. And they'll impress those interviewers.
Perfect. Okay, so
Yeah.
before we wrap up this first part, I just want to emphasize one more time how valuable RoleCatcher's AI can be in your interview prep.
It's true. It can analyze each question, your unique skills and experience, and even the specific company you're interviewing with to give you that tailored feedback and suggestions.
That's amazing.
I know it's like having a personal coach in your pocket.
Seriously.
And remember, practice makes perfect.
Yes.
The more you practice answering these questions, the more confident you'll be in that actual interview.
Yeah, definitely words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
but we still have a lot more to explore. So in the next part of this episode, we're going to kind of dive into career progression.
Okay.
How can you really level up in this exciting field?
Right, like what's next?
Yeah, stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere. Welcome back.
So in that last part, we really dug deep into some of those common ICT System Analyst interview questions.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. Hopefully you're feeling a lot more confident now about tackling those.
Yeah, for sure.
But now I want to kind of shift gears a little bit and talk about what a career in this field actually looks like.
Okay.
Because, landing the job is just the first step.
Right, it's just the beginning.
Exactly. And what I think is so helpful about RoleCatcher's career guide is that it provides insights not just into the role itself,
Right?
but also into the potential career trajectory of an ICT system analyst.
Yeah, it's like a roadmap.
Oh, a sneak peek into the future.
Exactly.
I love it. So we're talking not just entry level, but we're going to get a sense of what that potential growth path looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all laid out there for you.
Okay. Amazing. So let's start at the ground level.
Okay.
What does it typically look like for somebody who's just starting out as a junior ICT system analyst?
Yeah, so think of it as building your foundation.
Okay.
You're supporting those senior analysts.
Mm.
You're helping analyze systems,
Okay.
gathering those user requirements, and maybe even contributing to those early design phases.
Okay.
So it's a lot of learning by...
Just almost an apprenticeship.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting your hands dirty,
Okay.
but in a more guided way.
I love that. And I know RoleCatcher, they actually provide a example profile of a typical junior ICT system analyst.
They do.
Can you walk us through what that looks like?
Yeah, so they might have a bachelor's in computer science experience assisting with those user requirements, and maybe even a certification like ITIL Foundation.
Oh, yeah. ITIL. Remind us what that is again.
Right, good point. So ITIL stands for Information Technology Infrastructural Library.
Okay.
It's essentially a framework of best practices for IT service management. Okay.
Having that ITIL Foundation certification shows employers that you're serious about those industry standards, even at that junior level.
So even early on, certifications can be really valuable.
Oh, absolutely. It shows initiative,
Okay,
a willingness to learn and grow.
awesome. Okay, so let's say you've put in your time as a junior ICT system analyst. Now you're moving up to that ICT system analyst level.
Right.
What are some of the key differences there?
So you're moving from assisting to leading.
Okay.
You'll be analyzing system functions more independently, designing IT solutions, estimating costs, and working directly with users to refine those designs.
So you're really driving those solutions forward and making sure they actually meet those business needs.
Exactly. You're taking ownership.
Love it.
Yeah.
And I know RoleCatcher provides an example profile for this stage as well.
They do.
What stands out to you?
You know, it really highlights those leadership qualities.
Yeah.
They might have a few years of experience.
Be proficient in project management methodologies like Agile or Waterfall, and hold certifications that demonstrate their expertise in specific technologies.
So this is where those Microsoft certifications or Agile certifications might come into play.
Exactly. You're building that specialized knowledge.
Okay, I love it. And then, of course, we've got to talk about that next level, the senior ICT System Analyst.
Right, the senior level.
This is where things get really interesting. So what does it take to reach this level?
At this point, you're not just managing projects, you're leading them.
Okay.
It's about overseeing entire system analysis projects, defining those strategic goals for IT solutions, and mentoring those junior analysts who are just starting out.
Wow, so you're becoming a mentor, a leader, and a strategic thinker all rolled into one.
Yeah, you're wearing multiple hats.
And RoleCatcher provides an example profile for this stage too, right?
They do, and it really highlights the importance of not just technical skills, but also strong communication and leadership abilities.
Makes sense.
So this person might have a master's degree, experience in conducting feasibility studies to determine if a project's even viable, and certifications like PMP or CISA.
Okay, quick clarification. PMP, CSI, what are those again?
Right, so PMP stands for Project Management Professional.
Okay.
It's a globally recognized certification for project managers.
Okay.
CISA is the Certified Information Systems Auditor, focusing on IT auditing and security.
Got it.
These certifications show a deep understanding of project management, risk management, and IT governance, all those things a senior ICT system analyst needs.
Okay, so it's that combination of experience, advanced education, and those specialized certifications that really set senior analysts apart.
Absolutely, you're hitting all those marks.
Okay, so finally we reach the peak,
Mm-hmm.
the summit, the lead ICT system analyst.
Right, top of the mountain.
What sets a lead analyst apart from the rest?
So they lead a team of analysts.
Yeah.
They develop methodologies and standards for the entire department and collaborate with senior management to make sure IT strategy aligns with the overall business strategy.
So they're not just focused on individual projects, they're shaping the entire IT landscape for the organization.
Exactly. They have that big picture view.
Wow, so visionaries, problem solvers, mentors, sounds like they wear a lot of hats.
They do a lot of responsibility.
And I'm sure RoleCatcher provides an example profile for this stage too.
Of course they do. And it emphasizes those leadership qualities again.
Okay.
This person might have a master's in information systems experience in process improvement and certifications like CISSP and ITIL Expert,
Oh.
showing their deep understanding of security and service management.
Okay, so it's really a clear progression.
Yeah, you can see the steps.
You start by building those core skills, then you're leading teams, and ultimately you're influencing those strategic decisions.
It's a journey.
Yeah, RoleCatcher's career stage breakdowns really provide like a tangible roadmap.
They do. It's great for setting goals and planning your career.
Okay, so now let's get practical.
Yeah.
What are some steps someone can actually take to level up in this field?
Okay, so first and foremost, continuous learning is key. Technology is always evolving. You've got to stay ahead of the curve.
Stay relevant.
Exactly. RoleCatcher recommends a mix of formal and informal learning. So things like taking online courses, attending workshops, pursuing advanced degrees, those are all fantastic options. But also self-study, joining professional development programs, and actively participating in online communities can really help keep your skills sharp.
So it's about being proactive, seeking out those opportunities to learn and grow.
Exactly. Always be learning.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so continuous learning is a must-have.
Definitely.
What about certifications? We touched on those a little bit already, but it seems like they play a big role.
They do. They demonstrate a standardized level of knowledge and expertise in those specific areas, and that can give you a competitive edge in the job market, increase your earning potential.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Studies have shown that certified professionals often earn significantly more than their non-certified counterparts.
Wow, so it's not just a piece of paper. It can actually impact your salary.
It can, and it can open doors to new career opportunities.
Okay, so they're a signal to employers that you're serious about your career.
Absolutely.
Are there any specific certifications that you would recommend?
So RoleCatcher provides a list of some highly sought-after certifications for ICT System Analysts. Things like CBA, that's Certified Business Analysis Professional PMP ITIL Foundation, CSM, which is Certified Scrum Master, and Microsoft Certified. Azure Solutions Architect Expert.
Wow, that's a lot of acronyms.
I know, right? But each one represents a valuable skill set, and choosing the right certifications depends on your career goals and those areas you want to specialize in.
Okay, so do your research figure out what makes sense for you?
Exactly.
Okay, so continuous learning certifications checked off the list. What other advice does RoleCatcher offer for advancing your ICT career?
They really emphasize showcasing your capabilities.
Right.
Go beyond just listing your skills on a resume.
Okay, how do you do that?
Build a portfolio of projects that demonstrate your abilities.
Okay.
Contribute to open source projects, create a personal website or blog to share your knowledge and insights.
So you're creating tangible evidence of what you can do.
Exactly.
I-
Don't just tell.
Okay, I love that. And of course, we can't forget about networking.
Right. Networking is crucial.
It's so important, but it can be a little bit intimidating sometimes.
It can be. But attending industry events, joining professional associations, participating in online forums, those are all great ways to connect with other professionals, learn from their experiences, and even uncover hidden job opportunities.
And LinkedIn is a must these days.
Oh, absolutely. LinkedIn is essential for any professional.
Okay, so to recap, continuous learning certifications, showcasing your capabilities, and networking, those are the key ingredients for leveling up your ICT System Analyst career.
That's the recipe for success.
I love it. Okay, so as you progress in your career, don't be afraid to specialize.
Right. Specialization can be really valuable.
What are some areas where ICT System Analysts can really carve out a niche?
So areas like cybersecurity, cloud computing, data analytics, and artificial intelligence, those are all experiencing incredible growth right now.
Wow, so by developing expertise in one of those areas, you could become a highly sought-after expert.
Exactly. You become the go-to person.
Okay, this has been so insightful. I feel like we've given our listeners a roadmap, not just for landing that first job, but for building a really successful career in ICT system analysis.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
But wait, there's more.
There's always more.
In the final part of this episode, we're going to revisit RoleCatcher and explore how their AI-powered tools can help personalize your job search and really make you stand out from the competition.
It's going to be good.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to the final part of our ICT System Analyst Deep Dive.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. We've unpacked the role, we tackled those tough interview questions, and we even mapped out a potential career path for long-term success.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, so now it's time to circle back to RoleCatcher
Right.
and really see how their AI can help you elevate your job search.
Yeah, this is where it gets really exciting.
Okay, so one thing that really strikes me about RoleCatcher is that it goes beyond just being a static resource. It's like this dynamic AI-powered platform that actually adapts to your individual needs and goals.
Yeah, it's like having a personalized toolkit for navigating the job market.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So give me some concrete examples, like how does this AI actually work its magic?
All right, so let's start with their CV resume builder.
Okay.
You know how you have to tailor your resume for every single job application?
Oh yeah, it's the worst.
It's so time consuming.
Yeah.
Well, RoleCatcher's AI takes care of that. It analyzes the job description, pinpoints those key skills and keywords, and suggests how to optimize your resume to make it a perfect match.
So it's like having an expert resume writer who knows exactly what those employers are looking for.
Exactly, and it's not just about keywords.
Okay.
The AI can also recommend how to restructure your experience, highlight your achievements, and even quantify your accomplishments to make your resume really stand out.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about sprinkling in a few keywords here and there.
Nope, it's about crafting a compelling narrative.
Okay, that's amazing. And I love how it takes the guesswork out of it because I feel like I'm always second-guessing myself.
Right, it eliminates that doubt.
Okay, so we've talked about the resume, but what about the actual interview process?
So we've already discussed how RoleCatcher provides sample interview questions and insights,
Right.
but their AI takes it a step further.
Okay, how so?
Imagine practicing your answers, even recording a video of yourself,
Okay.
and then having the AI analyze your delivery, your content, even your body language.
Oh, wow.
It's like having a virtual interview coach giving you real-time feedback.
That's incredible.
And what's really cool is that because RoleCatcher's AI is constantly learning and evolving, it can tailor its guidance to the specific company you're interviewing with.
Okay, so it's not just generic advice, it's actually personalized.
Exactly. It takes into account their industry, their company culture, even their recent projects and initiatives, so you can walk into that interview feeling totally prepared.
That's amazing.
I know, it's a game changer.
Okay, there's one more AI-powered feature that I'm really curious about, and it's the Get Discovered function.
Yes, this is a good one.
Tell me everything.
So this is where the tables turn. Instead of you searching for jobs, the jobs come looking for you.
Okay, I like that.
So if you opt in, RoleCatcher's AI will analyze your skills and experience and match you with employers who are actively seeking talent on their platform.
So it's like a matchmaking service for your career.
Exactly. And by connecting you with employers who are specifically looking for your skills, it increases your chances of finding a role that you'll really love.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It could save so much time and effort.
It takes the stress out of the job search.
Okay, so I think we've given our listeners a pretty good overview of how RoleCatcher can be an invaluable resource for anyone pursuing a career as an ICT system analyst.
I agree. It's a fantastic tool.
So what are you waiting for? Go check it out.
Yeah, explore RoleCatcher, see what their AI can do for you, and start building your dream career in the exciting world of ICT.
Exactly. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I just want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
As you embark on this journey, embrace continuous learning. Be adaptable to that ever-changing tech landscape and never lose your curiosity.
Those are great words to live by.
Yeah, and leverage those amazing resources that are available to you, like RoleCatcher, to unlock your full potential and make a real impact in the world of technology.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of ICT system analysts.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.